and go. I'm going to use this as my stopwatch. It's going to be a few seconds off. I didn't like the last one I did, so I'm going to redo it. But I want to be quick. I don't like bloviating because I already look like that. Anyway, this one's called Worst Vertigo Ever. This is for us, future self. In this one, I'm going to talk about vomit. I took a 1 to 2 hour nap after I was finally able to calm down. I had to take a pill. Don't normally do that. Later on that night, I had a 9.5 hour nap or sleep. And my hypothetical reasons for this: ear canal cleaning with hydrogen peroxide, Chiari malformation. I have a centimeter, which is about the width of the pinky nail, not the whole pinky nail. That's how much of a bones. That's how much of what is called a cerebellum tonsil I have protruding out of my skull. Cerebellum is that back of the brain that looks like a fist. Well, this little tonsil is sticking out of the hole that the stem cord comes up out of. Anyway, on the bottom part of my neck, I have a bone spur, a nasty bone spur. And finally, I'll speculate maybe the vascular strain in the inner ear. I don't know. This is strictly for us anyway. I don't have to be vain and worry about all this. You know, it's like, who cares? No one. This is strictly for us. This is for like me a year from now. This one, that's the trigger thumb surgery I had. Nonetheless, let's just get to the point. I want to be quick. Yesterday, I tried to record it. It was horrible. I should have just waited a day. I was wrestling with trying to get this router to become an open, I think it's called WRT. I don't have any interest in networking. I have zero. But it came to my attention, this router is not being updated. Now, they were doing that, but they don't do it anymore. I got an email. And so, I'm probably going to buy a new router. Great. Right when the Orange Kool-Aid man has made everything financially go up in value, we're heading toward a Great Depression 2.0. 100 years later, no less. The irony of it all. During the 250th anniversary, where our commander-in-chief is going to have a UFC wrestling match outside while the rich are ripping people off to the point of absurdity. We really are having a deja vu. Nevertheless, excuse me, I hate that. I hate the cough, but I ain't going to be able to edit this. Let's get to the point. So I was looking for a password. I kept trying to find it. Overkill. I just overcomplicated. I should have just kept it simple. And that is, follow the procedure of unplugging the cable and push the reset button. Then, after it's done flashing, power off for about a minute. About 30 seconds for the reset. Some say 10. I got 30 seconds. Put it back in. Take the power out. Wait a minute or two. I waited several minutes because I was doing something else. And proceed to have a new password. But nonetheless, I am going to have to buy a new router. And thanks to the Orange Kool-Aid man, it's going to be up in price. Why do I mention that? Well, again, I'm worried about the time. I had been looking around this house trying to find this stupid thing. And I went to this other room where it was much warmer. My house is 77 right now. That's like 25 degrees Celsius or centigrade, whichever you like to say. And so, I was looking at it, and I went all the way to the other side of that room. I did a turn, and my mind is, oh no, wait a minute, something's off. Because as I'm doing it, my head's tilted down. I'm a heavy-set guy. I've lost like 20 pounds. I gained some of it back when I had to take those antibiotics, but I'm still 20 pounds less. But leaning over and all raises your blood pressure. Hence the third one. I wonder if that's the fourth option I chose. I don't know. But I'm walking over there. I'm kind of like, okay, let me go and look here. As I'm leaning over, my subconscious or unconscious went, wait a minute. And sure enough, I started feeling it. And I went, oh, crap. Oh, no, is this coming again? So I kind of knew because the last one or two, my vertigo has been different from what it used to. Vertigo used to just be a straightforward spinning. It's annoying. I had to go to a physical therapist, and you lay on a flat surface. Well, you lean back, and you tilt your head in one direction, and you're just stretching this muscle that goes from your I guess your clavicle, whatever that's called, to the back of your neck. To the back of your skull. It's this muscle, and you're stretching it, really. But then you do this, and you gently pull it. But if you're having vertigo, it ain't nothing gentle. And your blood pressure rises, you get sweaty, and afterward you just feel like shite. Shite. I'm using a British old term. Or no, I'm using it doesn't matter. I want to be quick. This was not the case. I have it for the last couple of vertigos because I tried to balance myself that time, like holding the table. I was like, come on, just wrestle with it. Just fight it. You can be a fighter. Well, I'm just like, just wrestle with it. It'll tame me. It did not. I fell face forward on the floor, and from that point on, the vertigo has been absolutely horrendous. I mean, it's just miserable sweat all over, nausea. Well, the nausea went from 1 to 10 yesterday. I laid on the floor. Every time I open, spinning, and then it's going in another direction. Then it's going in another. You feel like you're in a whirlpool and you're going in this direction. Your body is sweating. If it's coming from the Chiari malformation, that area of your brain that looks like a fist, it controls the heartbeat, which is why my heart rhythm's out of sync. I'm sweating. I'm feeling nauseous. I can't get stable. I'm getting hot. The room's hotter. I don't have the AC blowing in that room. Luckily, I had the door open, and I'm rolling over this direction. Then I'm rolling back. And I'm just like praying to God, praise Jesus, please just get this out of my system. It's not happening. I would speculate 5 to 20 minutes, and that's not hyperbole. I could not get this thing to stop spinning. And it was like, just taking forever. You're just like, please, just stop. Come on. Oh, my Lord. And finally, I rolled over, and I was panicking. So, like I was like some soldier in a bunker or something. Not bunker, what do they call it? Whatever. I'm crawling on my upper arms and on my toes. I'm just like crawling, just like, I gotta get out of here. I can't get it to stop. I kid you not, 5 to 20 minutes easy. I mean, 5 minutes easy, probably 20 minutes of vertigo. As I'm going there, all of a sudden, I look up. Woo, 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 woo. It's just, it wouldn't stop. And I saw that, oh, God, and I'm face down, and I roll back around again. Oh, man, no. It just won't stop. I turn over this way, and I hurled vomit. Just, blah! And it wasn't just vomit, it was brown vomit. I don't know if that's maybe I'm consuming. I didn't eat much. Like I said in the last, I deleted it. It's not worth watching. What we had ate was like some toast. The last thing we had ate was some 2 pieces of toast with some chocolate on it. A little chocolate bar in there, and we ate that with our pills because we had to take the anxiety pill and the Zyrtec. There's a reason we take anxiety pill. It's not because we're it's really because we're nervous about vertigo. And this Chiari makes you kind of nervous about, well, what's going to happen next. Like you got heart palpitations and so forth. That's why I take the pill. I gained 100 pounds off of it. But nonetheless, I wish they could find, I pray for the day when a robot can do the Chiari surgery. It would be not a scar that goes up and down your neck, which is like about a decameter in size. Actually, maybe a little longer than a decameter, because I'm going to have surgery on that bone spur if they ever will do it, which I don't think they ever will. I ain't going to talk about that now. I'm worried about the time. So, I vomited up. Later on that night, my throat was so sore because I was laying down and I rolled over and then hurled it out. This brown stuff looked like chili. It has beans in there, which is black beans, which I hadn't had any since the day before. Go figure. And I'm just, oh man, and I hopped it a little bit up and wiped it on my shirt. Didn't know it. Had some on my chin. And I laid down. I didn't even anyway. After we hurled and we were catching our breath, just like, oh God, this is killing me. And then once I got that out of my system, your head is just not right. It's just not right. And so I did this walk through the hall to this chair. I'm like, I need water. Like I'm dry, I'm thirsty, I'm just feeling boom, 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 boom. Your heart's just palpitating. You're soaking in sweat. Your hair is soaking in. That's the thing about vertigo. Your hair just soaks in sweat. It can be hot and dry, and your hair just soaks in sweat. Your face is. Anyway, oh no. I got up quickly, called my mother. Didn't answer. I didn't know she was outside. I went, oh crap. And it was like a 4-minute wait for I called her again on her house number. I had called her cell number, then I called her house number. She didn't answer. I was like, oh God, kill me, please. Just get this over with. What am I doing? Like, I'm panicking because I just can't get stability. And so I'm like coughing. I need something to drink. My throat is starting to hurt. The muscles from vomiting. And so I called again. I called her. I said, hey, could you drive over here? I think it was raining. I don't know. Could you drive over here and get me some water? I threw up, and so luckily she came over there. I'm getting close to my time. I want to stop. So thank the Lord. She came over here. She got me a wet rag. She got me that vertigo pill my sister gave. I took that, drank a little water. I was first going to hurl it up, so I just drank a little bit of that. And I just laid there. And she was complaining about how dirty the house is. Seriously, I mean, I have books like literary. I have not read these, but why do I have all this crap? I don't need this. Am I being critical? Yeah. That's an old book from 20 years ago. Can you see it? I don't even know. I can't see my hand. Yes. Anyway, overkill. Overkill. I'm consuming what I don't need. Anyway, so I do agree with it. I need to get rid of this stuff. But you get a dopamine rush when you shop. Doesn't matter. I'm sticking with the time here. So after she left, she cleaned the vomit up. Well, she got the chunks up and threw away the computer parts, like a keyboard or maybe it's something else. I hope it wasn't that little microscope I had from ages ago. Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's a lot of stuff I need to throw away. But, 12 minutes. Okay. And so, I still got to clean that stain up. But if it's raining, it's foolish to clean carpet. You're just going to get mold. It smells though, and it's brown. That's the kind of vomit. This brown vomit, come on, chunky like. Anyway, so let's get to the point. After that, I took a bath and went over there, ate supper. I just walked, down the road, went to see her house, and I got to eat some supper and just sat there feeling like crap. My head's not right. And I tried to record a video. It was very foolish of me. There was no structure. I kept going on a tangent. Very foolish. Should have waited the next day. No, I want to get to the 15th. So, hypothetical. The ear canal. I got it right there. The ear canal. I did try to clean it with hydrogen peroxide. It's a technique. You can bubble. If you think you have wax in your ear, it would be if we had a stable country. You can just go to one of these people who can get a microscope and pull the wax out, and that would be vastly more efficient. This country is crumbling. And like I said, we're heading toward a Great Depression. I'm no Steve Keen, Keen. I think we're headed toward a Great Depression. Ecologically, anyway, it is what it is. I'm no Michael Hudson. I don't know history for squat. I'm moving on. I'm not going to put myself down on this one. That's the first one I thought. But also I have Chiari malformation. Like I said, I have this Chiari malformation. Maybe that's it. Third option, the bone spur in the bottom part of my neck. I got that when I was trying to do this yoga-like move, and I heard a pop sound. I suspect that was probably where I got it. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I got it when I did that 360 down a bank when I was 21. I had 2 bad wrecks. I don't know. I woke up from a wreck, and my head was like this. I was in the car, and I was a little off. Maybe that's where I got the Chiari. I don't know. But the fourth one I'm kind of interested in. Vascular strain in the inner ear. Blood pressure. My dad has had vertigo, as did his sister, and as do my sister. Luckily, she gave me the pills I could take for vertigo. So, I don't know if vascular strain is a valid argument because my dad was really skinny. He was strong, don't get me wrong. He was a pipe fitter. He wasn't like bulky strong. He was like suspiciously strong, but he was rather taciturn, real quiet. He was always thinking. He was sort of hands-on, Mr. Fat Totem kind of guy, a jack of all trades kind of guy. He kind of figure it out, but real quiet, very skinny though. So, but he also ate a lot of cookie. He didn't eat lunch. He was cheap. I mean, he was frugal, not cheap. He was frugal. He ate cookies instead of a regular lunch. So he was skinny, but he probably had a lot of visceral fat. Maybe that visceral fat incorporated vascular strain in his inner ear. I don't know. I think it's the Chiari. That's just speculation. I'm at 15 and a half, and that's enough. Hope things are better, future self. Hope things are better.